What's happening, gamers? Welcome to the next half of this exciting edition of Gamers Theory 101, Point Lookout Edition. Tunnel Snake Squad. Motherfucking Tunnel Snakes, rule! Continuing where we left off. Now, I did play past this. I didn't play to the point where we're out of the mansion, but I did play fairly past this, to the point where you've gone through this whole next bit. And I did it pretty successfully, too. So I just, I made a few saves along the way and decided I'll load back here and give it a second go. I had just to film it for y'all. I had a hilarious instance with Cindy here. Believe it was like the door up there. When you go through it, I told Shorty, Red, and Sticky to wait in this room over here because you fall through that hole in the floor and you end up getting separated from everybody. And them all racing through the whole level trying to get to me became too much of a hazard, with them also being separated from me while getting attacked by all these tribals, and I'm frickin' in the basement. So I told them to wait out there, and I took Cindy with me, and surprisingly, Cindy did fairly well on her own, running through, because she's not in the power armor, so she's a bit faster, and she's a bit more durable as a base character, regardless of her, inability to heal herself. So me being able to catch up to her within enough span of time pretty easily allowed me to heal her. She was probably like half health when I finally got to her. But she ended up in the corner of this room that we'll end up seeing that has a hole in the floor. And I swear to God, so she's getting attacked on all sides, and she's swiveling around like the John Wick character versus a million zombies in some of those simulated battle videos, shooting all these guys as they're like straddling the wall, hugging the little piece of floor trying to get to her. I'm running up the stairs. I get to her. I start the dialogue, hey, what's up? Are you hurt? Blah, blah, blah. And I give her the stim pack. And I start to go down, and I think, oh, I must have hit the crouch button, but whatever. I click, on her again, because I've only gone down maybe like a foot. And, hey, how you doing? Need a stim pack? Blah, blah, blah. And she takes a stim pack. After that, I go down like another foot. I'm like, huh, what the fuck? But I click on her again. I give her a third stim pack. And that's the moment, after that, when the dialogue ends, that's the moment I realized, oh, I've run onto the hole that I fell through. Or, I've run onto the hole that she's standing, behind on the other side of. And I shit you not, in the panic of me trying to get to her and heal her and avoid the enemies and shit, I did this 3 times in a row. I ran up the stairs, I got to her, I started giving her stim packs, and then I realized that I'm standing over a frickin' hole in the floor and that I'm falling, and I'm just like pausing time in the middle of the fall to have a conversation to give her stim packs. So that was pretty funny. I just wanted to get that little story out there because I didn't want to have to, talk about it when I inevitably remember it as I pass the hole in the floor. So without further ado, we'll get this started in here. See if we can get these guys to land on a grenade. Oh, that sucks. That sucks real bad. Oh, and Sticky got mad at me. Hold on a second. I got somebody knocking at my door. Okay, little interruption there, but that was nothing. Alright. Got a funny story about one time when I accidentally shot Sticky. I accidentally shot Sticky one time at Paradise Falls, and he got real pissed off with me. And this was right at the gate entering Paradise Falls. And so, and I tried, putting my weapon away, as you would normally do in order to, back down from a fight and hopefully de-escalate a fight. And it didn't work. He stayed with his little green dot being red. So I'm right next to the door, so I click on the door. Come out of the other side of the door. He's still red. I don't know why that would affect anything. But so regardless, after like 2 or 3 times of basically running away from Sticky while pulling my gun out and putting it away, he finally actually fucking like went back to not being pissed off, amazingly enough. And I didn't have to like reload or anything. Which probably would have, I don't know where I would have ended up, but it probably would have sucked because, the autosave would have been one of the multiple times I ran through the frickin' door. Keep him pinned. You guys are pretty crazy for coming after you with knives. I mean, these guys are technically kind of lobotomized too. They're like the lobotomites. Because... Is that why they're so strong? Good job, everyone.
What's up?
Oops, shot red a couple of times. Oh, Sticky. In a bad spot there, buddy. Maybe I can save him. Ooh. Good job, Sticky. Oh, trying to... Oh, pfft. So funny. Alright, now. Oh, didn't even notice all of these here. Not that I really need them, but hey. Huh. I actually saved and didn't mess with it all. Cherry's stockpile of stuff that was in her inventory, other than the kneecapper and shotgun shells. So, before coming here, I didn't film this part, but the one bit of the passing out gear that I didn't film was right before starting the mission, where I divided Cherry's absolutely preposterous 1,000 stim packs between us here, the group, respectively. fuck it. I don't often put a lot of points in charisma. I didn't realize that it gave you a lot of conversation options, but I'm probably wrong about this. I remember, maybe it's New Vegas. Doesn't it boost your companions' stats? Make them fight harder if you're more charismatic. Maybe that's Fallout 4. I don't know. It's all a gray, brown, rusty mess anyway. You're on the wrong side of that chest-high wall, fool.
What's up? Nope.
80% of the time, at least 80% of the time, I ask her if she's hurt. She's like, nah, I'm good. It was so funny when I did this the first time. Frickin' like Sticky was standing maybe like right here. And I blew it up and it took maybe like a quarter of his health away, but he didn't react to it, and he just stood there looking at me while all the dust and shit flew by him. Alright. Oh, isn't that funny? Just to be a dick. Ha!
Over here. Good job blocking off that hole. Hurry and get in here. Looks like they're about to breach from the east wing.
I'm gonna do it the way I did it the last time, just to be safe. Alright, now, so, interestingly enough, might as well put this back on. I was enjoying it. It gave the last video a bit of good atmosphere. Feel like having it off all the previous videos and then putting it on now kind of like marks the severity of the difficulty curve of, alright, we ain't fucking around anymore, Tunnel Snakes, from Point Lookout. These hills have eyes hillbillies have extra chromosomes, and they ain't no joke. Oh shit, I gotta tell these guys to wait. But wildly enough, I don't know if you noticed it, but so at the end of the part 3 of Riley's Rangers, before the part that got deleted, at the end of the video, when after I've picked the Ranger armor, after much deliberation, I'm trying to pickpocket Eugene off a brick. And I'm using the Stealth Boy, got recon armor and everything on. And keep on failing. So I'm like, let me turn the difficulty to very easy. And still,
What's up?
lo and behold, couldn't pickpocket that minigun out of Brick's inventory. Regardless, had totally forgotten